Well, howdy diddly dandy there, chums. It is I, Captain Stephen XO, and today, chums, I'm going to be showing you guys out in the viewer world how to make yourself a very easy, dapper-looking, fine and dandy base. Heck yes, I am. Ha-ha! So yeah, you're going to need a few parts for this base, and they're very simple parts to get. And you can get these parts over at the Nexias, up at the base console in the middle area. And yep, so you're also going to need this, which is a Quicksilver item. So that's the mud hut. You're going to need to purchase that using Quicksilver. And then you're going to need the electromagnetic generator. You're also going to need yourself a galactic trade terminal. You're going to need yourself a large refiner. Well, that's optional, really. It depends if you're into crafting. And then I've got myself a landing pad, because you don't want to be using launch thruster fuel. And I've got myself a base, a teleporter. Yeah! So that's all the sort of tech that I need inside of my base. I'm going to need a door, and I'm also going to need a cuboid room. But yeah, all this sort of stuff, it mainly is pure ferrite. And you can get ferrite, or pure ferrite if you're lucky, or magnetized ferrite, in stations at the galactic trade terminals. That's all I'm doing at the moment. I'm just going to buy some ferrite. Or I would like pure ferrite, but there isn't any. I'm also going to buy a shed load of metal plates. Really, I need about 25 of these. I'll just get 10 for now. And yeah, I'm going to need some microprocessors. I'm going to get 15 of them, because you're going to need some for the galactic trade terminal. You're going to need some for the landing pad. Yeah, and I think you need some for the teleporter. I should have paid more attention to the previous screen, shouldn't I? You need ion batteries. I've already got like 40 of these, because you feed them to droids and things. I'll just grab another 10. Fudge it. Yeah, let's grab some. Awesome. So they're the sort of things that you need from an actual station. Like I say, you can actually buy them from these galactic trade terminals. There's one this side of the station. There's one on the opposite side of the station as well. So if you don't find everything that you're after, don't worry too much. I'm just going to buy a shed load of ferrite dust as well. I mean, I can always turn it into pure ferrite if I want to. I've got a stack load of ferrite and pure ferrite up on my freighters. I'm just grabbing this stuff mainly to show you guys at home watching how to build this base. So you also get merchants or traders that land inside the stations, and you can buy the stuff off of them too. So yeah, you can find sometimes pure ferrite off these guys. He's only got ferrite, sod it. I may as well buy all of that anyhow. Yeah, we'll grab some of that. I'd have it. My little eyebrowed friendly Geck. I mean, look at him. Look at those eyebrows. They're freaking magical. Right, okay. They look like two little dancing snakes. Right, let's head on through here, because there is another galactic trade terminal through these doors, and sometimes that might either have the pure ferrite or the magnetized ferrite variety, but either way, we'll just grab whatever we can. I mean, I've gone well over what I need. You know, just you can work out what you need if you want from when you're actually picking up all the base parts. You can get a calculator out and a notepad and pen if that's your thing, and work out exactly what resources you need and go freaking prepared. You know, I never do that. I sort of just make it up as I go along, people. Righto, next you need a planet that you like and put down a base computer. Yeah? A base computer is going to cost you 30 sort of chromatic metal. So that's another thing to keep in mind. You're going to need some chromatic metal to put down your base computer. Yeah! Right, well, I found this lovely little spot on a lovely little planet that happens to have Diplos. So if you do want a Diplo and you haven't got a Diplo, you can always come here and get yourself a Diplo. Oh my god, I said Diplo a heck of a lot in one sentence. There we go. Righto, so now I've got my base. Well, to be honest, before you actually find your base, it's best to find yourself an electromagnetic hotspot. I already did that as well, because the electromagnetic hotspots are going to allow you to put down a power generator. If you haven't got a hotspot that's for electricity, you may have to put down solar panels, and that can be a bit of a bind, because you're going to be shooting asteroids to get the gold to make the dang things, unless you can find a resource. Here you go. Right, so I've put down a little beacon there for now, mainly because I'm going to save at the moment. I'm going to make a quick manual save, or an auto save, by jumping in my ship and out of my ship, mainly because at the moment I'm getting crashes whenever I try to put down one of these electromagnetic hotspot generators. You see there, it's only giving me the 4 pods that are around the base of it. It seems to have a problem at the moment. It seems to be they've removed the textures on the object for some reason. It's still there, but it's textureless, and I have no idea why they've done that. And for whatever reason, all my metal plating has vanished. It's probably because my game crashed like 3 times, me just trying to do this one step, and I couldn't remember what I needed to buy from the freaking terminals up at the station. But here we go. Awesome. It's a lovely jubbly. We've got that down. Next step is to put down the landing pad. So here we go. Let's go into here and let's go and find myself a landing pad. Now I like to put the landing pad somewhere where the ground is fairly level, in close proximity to where that little beacon is and where my power is. It doesn't have to be that close. The electric cables spread quite a distance, so it's fine. And that little spot that I've picked there is quite a nice little alcove in the landscape. Yeah, that fits lovely. That is snug as a bug in a rug. Heck yes, it is. Right, so if I head on over to here, go into foliage, that Quicksilver item that I purchased, the Mud Hut, should be somewhere in this list. Where are you, Mud Hut? There you are. Now, if you hold down on PlayStation, I don't know what it is on other consoles or anything like that, but if I hold down my shoulder buttons, L1 and R1, and I can then scale it up using the D-pad, pressing up on the D-pad to make it larger. But there we go, I've made it as large as I possibly can, and I've put it snugly lined up to the centre of the landing pad, or there or thereabouts. It doesn't have to be bang on, but there we go, lovely, and that is nestled into the ground and landscape very well. Okay, now I want my I want to put the galactic trade terminal on the wall. You can't. It will not let you. And you could try and glitch it in, but to be honest, I want to keep this as simple as possible. So I'm just going to show you what I would do to get around that little hurdle. So what I'm going to do is go to the cuboid room. Remember I mentioned that we need a cuboid room? This is where we need it. And you see that it's trying to snap onto the landing pad. I'm going to push past that. I'm going to push past it and I'm going to put it up towards the wall of the mud hut, but a little bit away from the wall of the mud hut, because if you put it too close, as soon as it goes green stated, you can't put your galactic trade terminal in. So put it a little way, a little margin, a foot or two from the wall, and then you should be able to put your galactic trade terminal on the back wall. So I'm just going to put a ramp hinge so I can get in nice and easy. Here we go, and let's head on over into here. And I need my galactic trade terminal. That should snap onto the back of there. Lovely jubbly. Now you could make this little cuboid room look like a mini bathroom. I'll show you. That's using a lot more parts though. I'll tell you what, I'll show you this simple version, but at the end I'll put in a little cinematic of what I did then after, just to dress this up and make it look a little bit special. Right, I need some sodium nitrate to make my refiner, and I'm short of the carbon nanotubes for the actual teleportier, which shouldn't be a problem. Righto, so let's just put down, let's just click up the power. So I need my wire. Now when you connect the wire to the electromagnetic hotspot, be careful you don't put it on the door sort of electrodes, because if you put it on the door electrodes, the door will close. So yeah, link it to the back of the box or the side of the box like I did there. And you can see that I've now got power. So I might be able to buy some more metal plating or whatever I need. There's some sodium. I can turn that into the second grade of sodium in my personal refiner. And look, I can get myself 2 nanotubes. I could just go blow up a bush, but you know, I might as well buy them. I've got loads of units, so that's not a problem for I. Righto, so I should be able now build the teleporter at least. Yeah, I can build that. Lovely jubbly. I'll put that quite near to the actual cube. Chicka-pow. Lovely. And now I should be able to hook up the electricity to that. So let's put it on the side again. Don't go and link it up to the door, as the door will close. Fun times. Done. And there we are. That's all now got power. So just one electromagnetic hotspot is all you need for this base build, because it doesn't demand a lot of electricity, because I'm not over cramming it full of tech. Just putting in the basic tech to save me going up to the station and so forth and so on. So here we go. I've made myself the sodium, so I should be able to put in the refiner now. So it's up to you. Do you craft stuff? Can you get away with your personal refiner? Then get away with your personal refiner. But I quite like having a large refiner at my base, just in case I want to go resource gathering and resource converting. Yeah, so I'm going to put it snugly up to this wall over here, just by the entrance. Lovely. And that is pretty much the base done, you know. I mean, it doesn't feel that homely. You might want a bed in here. So if you did want to put a bed in here, you don't want a bed snug on the ground. Not when you've got grass this long. You're going to get bugs in your freaking ears and other orifices. So I want to make a raised bed. So to make a raised bed, I'm just going to use a table first. So yeah, so I'm just going to get this table. I'm going to put that snug against the wall. I'm just going to increase the size of that. Again, just like I did with the mud hut at the start. Whoops, I accidentally tilted it a bit there, but that doesn't matter because the ground is isn't on the level anyway. I can level this out as much as I can in a sec. There you go. I re-leveled like a little seesaw. And now let's put this snugly up to the wall. And yeah, there we are. And if I put a bed on top of that, I think that would look rather cool. Now I might be able to stick another bed underneath for a guest, but I'm going to have the top bunk because I don't like bugs in my orifices. Heck no I don't. So there we go, we'll just stick that there. And then I should be able to grab a bed. And hopefully it's going to nestle on top. I haven't actually tried this before, chums, so I don't know whether this is going to work, but we can surely try. There we are. It's going to go. It's green stated already. I could put it at a really odd angle if I wanted. Do I want to be facing the door or do I want to be facing away from the door? I face towards the door. We'll put it like that. Lovely. Let's just chuck one underneath anyway. Oh, we could put them sideways. Oh, yeah, we'll just put it like that. There we go. Lovely. That's not too bad. It's gone red. There we go. Green. Pow! It's in. Done, done. We've got bunk beds. I could just stick a table behind the bunk beds, couldn't I, to make it feel a little bit more homely. But yeah, that's the basics. And then you can go to town on decorating it out. But that's pretty much my quick, simple base. If you want something where you can land, take off, and do daily missions, perfect. You know, don't worry about all the prefabricated parts or going mental. Nice and easy. I'm just going to see if this is big enough to upload now. It should be plenty big enough. And I should be able to just grab a nice little screenshot of it. Cool. I should have called my ship in. That would have looked really cool having my ship in the actual photo. But there we go. We'll just take a picture. Is that a Diplo? No, it's some sort of weird camel, cow type turtle thing. Alright, well, we'll get a picture of that anyway. Yeah, there you go. He's just photo bombed my base. And I'm going to give it a name. I'm just going to call it Lush Diplo Huts or Hut? Hut, I think, yeah. But you know, I could actually put a secondary hut next to this hut for my pet, or even like a guest annex or something. You know, that would be quite cool. So yeah, although this is just a very simple base build, just for those that just want to chuck down something quick and easy to get back to a planet, because now you have to hatch the eggs on particular biomes, don't you? So having this at a base, at a planet of a certain biome could help you with hatching those eggs. You know, it's a simple teleport from the Nexus to here, and then you can hatch your egg if you've got a lush one. But you can put this base on pretty much any biome. So this is what I done. I spent a little bit longer here, chums, you know, and I've put down some carbon planters so I can feed my pet. I put that big gnarly thing outside of this secondary hut as like a play toy for my pet. And then inside here, I've got like a little side desk. I've put down some sort of carpentry in there. Yeah, there we go. Got a floor decoration. I've got a little side unit. I've got a night light. I've got a little table in the back. And I turned this into a little downstairs bathroom. So I've got like a cabinet. I've got a toilet. I've got like a shower thing. I've got a handrail with a towel to dry my hands. A little potted plant there on top of there. Yeah, cool. So it all looks functional now. This looks lived in. I also added in some foliage in the back there and some giant plants that emerge through the windows. Yeah, so I think that looks really quite cool. And I would love to see what you guys do with yours. I've also put these little light things in the corners of my landing pad so I can see it at night. But if you do make one of these and you want me to see it, just tag me in over on Twitter so I see it. That'll be freaking ace. I'd love to see your creations. Until next time, goodbye, and goodbye again. I want to say a massive great big thank you for watching. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And thank you to my backers over on Patreon and on YouTube membership. If you do want to support this channel, you could just not skip my adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Or stay with Captain Steve a little bit longer and hit something on this screen. Heck yes, and there's also merch on this screen now. Awesome!